What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you uggers. I ain't been having a lot of live streams during the week because my nieces, they staying with me. And they be needing to go to bed because I don't be wanting to hear them in the morning when they going to school, that they ain't get enough rest or whatever. It's like, no, I don't even want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I don't want to hear none of that. You understand? Now, here's the thing. Kobebryant, congratulations. Your career was illustrious. I hated your guts early on. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. I really didn't hate Kobe like that. I just was like, this fake ass Jordan. Oh, excuse me, retract that. That fake behind Jordan, you know, but when he played the game, you could see the heart, you could see the tenacity. His second year when he played, he made a big jump. It was his third year where he made the tremendous leap. His first 2 years, he was coming into his own, but he was barely getting off the bench. But his third year, that's the year when he just, my goodness, he was taking off. They just didn't have the experience yet. Shaq was being shown to be overrated. Like I was telling people, I was telling Orlando fans that, but you know, my thing was he should have stayed, but he left, so I was really destroying Shaq I did not like Shaq. Like Samuel made that movie talking about we don't wear Kobe in this house, we wear Shaq. I'm like, man, F Shaq. I was the one who was yelling F Shaq. My brother and everybody else was like, man, but you a Magic fan. I'm like, so what? F him. And everybody's like, man, this is a personal about Shaq. I said, y'all make it personal about Kobe. Y'all make it personal about other players. So, F him. You know, F him. You know, that's how I feel. Like, but Kobe played a great game. Like, it was his fourth year where he was making a lot of big shots in the playoffs. He really was turning up. Like, you know, things that he did was amazing. They would double team him or they would double team Shaq, and it would just mess the whole defense up. Everybody loved to say, oh, well, they had Shaq. So it's like, you know, just try to discount him. You know, they tried to discount him, but they couldn't do it. You guys gave him only one MVP, which is a travesty. I say he should have had about 4 MVPs. In my opinion, he should have had 4. Regular season MVPs. He should have had at least 3 finals MVPs or 4. I would have gave him I think that's that Philadelphia Sixers series. He should have got an MVP for that series. If he didn't get hurt in that game against Jalen Rose and them, and he missed game 3, if he didn't miss game 3, then yeah. I think he would have got the MVP because that game 4 was memorable. Like, that game 4 is what everybody shows. Don't nobody show anything else from that series. But y'all telling me Shaq was this great guy. Man, Shaq was getting bodied up by Smits and the Davis boys. The Davis boys and Smits was giving him the business. Him, Ori, Grant, giving them the business. If Kobe didn't turn up that game, man, they was done. Because game 3, they got blown out. You know why? Because Reggie Miller rose the perimeter they were killing. So you felt when Kobe wasn't there. Kobe forced himself to go in game 4. He really wasn't supposed to play game 4. His thing was messed up. But he pushed it to play. He's like, no, I want to win. Like, he's a guy who wanted to win. He was obsessed with the game. And I tell everybody, he was better than Mike. I'm sorry. Like, young Mike and young Kobe, I always would put young Mike over Kobe. But prime Kobe and old Kobe was way more vicious than Mike. Way more vicious. Had more moves. Kobe had the ability to split the defense a lot better. Mike got better. Like, he started to learn the game. You know, he learned it after the Pistons beat him up. He knew what he had to work on. He had to work on that outside jumper. He had to work on that mid-range. You know, because consistently, if he was playing against a great defense, he would struggle. Now, he'll still get his 30 or 40, maybe 50, but it would be a hard 30, 40, or 50 that night. But they took Kobe from us for a bubble chip in the in-game tournament. You should have took both the 23s and left us Mamba and Wilt Chamberlain. Y'all notice how Wilt Chamberlain, like when Mike passed his record in the All-Star game or whatever it was, he passed his record. And they show Wilt giving that face like, man, and then Wilt just all of a sudden died. Like, what was it, a month later, a year later, it was a couple years later. I don't know how long it was after that, but Wilt just up and died. Then Kobe, of course, wishing, like, got passed by LeBron, told LeBron, you know, good job, man, great job, congrats. And then he just passes away. It's like very eerie. And then you had Skip Baseless talking about LeBron's passing Kobe was impressive. No, it wasn't. LeBron isn't impressive at all. Y'all sacrificed the greatest Laker of all time for a bubble chip in the in-game tournament. Y'all sacrificed probably one of the greatest specimens or player that we've ever seen in history. From a big man, all-around player. And y'all got rid of him. Y'all sacrificed him. Y'all took them away, allegedly. It's crazy. The statue was beautiful that they picked. Vanessa basically said Kobe picked it, so tough it. I would have went with Froby. I thought they should have did Froby. They should have did a statue with him going up for a dunk with the fro. That guy was like vicious. Like, he was just booming on guys, giving guys the biz. Man, number 8 Kobe was a monster. Especially when he was Froby, when he had the fro. Because he was trying to get away from that Michael Jordan comparison. And then, you know, his hair just didn't grow no more. And then the next one I believe they're having is going to be the number 24. Most likely is going to be the fadeaway. You got to do the fadeaway. You got to do the fadeaway as 24. You got to. If not that, then do the one where he's holding up the 2 trophies and just, like, where he's just holding up his arms, yelling to the crowd and the confetti just going down. That was dope. You know, that was dope as hell. You know, winning his 5th one, the trade for Chris Paul, the infamous trade that was vetoed. You know, we don't know what could have happened. I still think if that trade went through or gone through, Kobe would have got 7. And one of them would have been on LeBron's head with Miami. So, you know how that is. I'm going to put the phone down, guys, because I got to eat. But, yeah, that was, you know, that's the thing that hurts the most. You know, when you know, that's the thing that hurts the most. You know, when you, where, like, you know, when Kobe passed away, it felt like time stopped. You know, time stopped. Like, time was like, everybody felt something in their soul. And the reason why we saw Kobe grow up in front of our eyes. We seen him have his family in front of our eyes. He came in as the 17-year-old. Shaq and them used to tease him. Shaq used to be an a-hole towards him. And Kobe always would come out there and play. He never took it personal. He sacrificed the most of anybody on those championship teams. He sacrificed that. He sacrificed the numbers. That's why he don't have the numbers like LeBron got or Jordan has, because he came into a team that was already ready to take off. They had Eddie Jones. They had Nick Van Exel. No. They had those guys. They had a team. Shaq just couldn't win. They had Ori on those teams too. New Jersey Nets series. That could have gone either way with Kobe and Shaq getting the finals MVP. But Philadelphia, Kobe should have got that MVP. I'll give Shaq the first series because Kobe got hurt, but I still would argue, if Kobe didn't have that game 4, it was going to be 2-2 going back game 5. So that's how it is. But everybody is upset at, well, LeBron didn't come. LeBron didn't come. LeBron didn't go to the funeral. So what make you think he was going to that? LeBron James is an artificial basketball player. He's a man who wants people to bow to him. Like he's a king. This is a man. This is a man who is pushing for them to have that bubble basketball. A lot of people opted out, but the big stars, they had to stay because they had to promote it. They didn't have a choice. You got to talk about what's wrong with the Lakers. What's wrong with the Lakers is you got a bitch at your leadership. You got one guy who, even though he's soft, he got way more game than LeBron, but he can't do his thing because LeBron's in his way. This is a team LeBron wanted. LeBron, see, this is what messed them up. That Russell Westbrook thing. See, this is why the Lakers don't listen to him no more. The team last year they had, why wouldn't you keep that team and come into the season? You had size. See, what people don't understand is the more size you have in the middle, the more effective you will be. The Nuggets are bigger than you from every position. Every position. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they are bigger than you in every position. OKC, their average height in their starting lineup is like 6'7", 6'8". Are you kidding me? Now the Bucks just got Pat Bev. Now what? They still gonna choke even. They still gonna choke even faster, cause Pat Bev gonna get into it with Doc Rivers. Cause Doc ain't gonna do what he supposed to do. Bev gonna have to be the coach. He gonna have to be the emotional leader. Now the thing about the Lakers, they're fakers basically. I hated them. Kobe Bryant made me a fan. Kobe made me a fan of his. When Kobe Bryant dropped that 80, when he beat T-Mac, I don't know if we still won the game. No, they won the game. Kobe had one of the worst first halves I've ever seen in my life. We were whooping their ass. T-Mac was going in on them. That's when I think we're wearing the black jerseys, the throwback black pinstripes, which I got to get a Shaq pinstripe. I got to get a Shaq 32 pinstripe. But, yeah. You know, that's something that was, you know, dope. And he just dropped 33 in the second half. He only dropped 2 in the first half, and he dropped 33 in the second half and got a block on T-Mac. So that's what I'm talking about. That's tenacity. That's hard. Something LeBrownies doesn't know about. But that's what I'm saying. You know, this guy here is basically only great for getting you a tournament chip. So he's 2-0 in a tournament, because I don't count that as a finals. I'm sorry. He's 3-6-2. That's just plain and simple. Now, the Mavericks are going to be dangerous. They just traded for 2 guys who's going to help them on the inside and the perimeter, which I'm glad they got rid of Baby Huey because he's trash, dog. Like, I mean, Mikey off of recess. They got rid of Mikey off recess, who has a big mouth and don't back it up. Now, LeBrownies wasn't there because he's in his feelings. Now, Kareem, I wish Jerry West could have been there. I don't know if he's busy, but I would have loved to have Jerry West up there instead of Phil Jackson. They got Phil Jackson up there. I'm like, why do y'all got Phil up here? Kobe did not like Phil Jackson. Okay? You know, he just like, I deal with you. he knew what Phil was great at. He like, okay, I need you, Phil, to motivate, to go pat him on the back after I cuss him out. After Kobe done cussed everybody out, Phil would come over there and say, guys, we're gonna be okay. Like, here's some sage, here's a blunt wrap, here's some green. Let's get it going. All right, guys, triangle on three, yeah, triangle. That's all Phil Jackson like was good for, was to manage the temperament of the team. Because Kobe gonna cuss your ass out. Kobe had to learn, you had to actually open up to your teammates and be cool with your teammates, because Kobe's a recluse. He like I am. I'm a recluse. I'm going to say it how it is. This is what needs to be done. And then I'm going to go out there and show you as well as be vocal. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing Mike was different at. Mike knew how to talk to different people. Like, he didn't go at everybody the same. But Kobe didn't give a damn. Kobe was cussing everybody out, which I agree with. Like, look, this is my team. My legacy on the line. Y'all legacy ain't it. That's why when Smush Parker came out a few months ago, you see how that disappeared. Nobody gave a damn because, dog, your whole career was based off of that moment with Kobe Bryant. It's like, bro, let it go, all right? Kobe didn't like you. And then Kwame Brown basically came on and said, well, I don't respect a man who doesn't, I'm from the South, mama's cooking, mother's cooking. And, I just feel if you don't have that relationship with your parents, I can't respect you. I'm like, nigga, shut up. I'm from the South. I'm born in red clay, raised in the glades, raised in the bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, everybody don't have a great relationship with their parents. There's some people who don't have a great relationship, and I've been around them people. I done seen them people before. But let him tell you, everybody supposed to be that. Kobe had a problem with his people, so whatever. But, congratulations to the Mamba, man. He deserved it. We're getting 2 more statues. We're going to get the 24 one, and then we're going to get the one with him and Gigi. So, man, congratulations, man, to Kobe, man. You deserve it. Man, should have won about 4, maybe 5 regular seasons MVPs. And he should have had about 3, maybe 4 finals MVPs. I'll give Shaq that first one. You could have gave him the third one, but I think 03, excuse me. Yeah, 03. Was it 03? No, 01, excuse me. 01, where they played the Sixers, he should have got the MVP in the Sixers series. He should have got the MVP. Trying to think. Yeah. And then he won those next 2. So that would have been 3 MVPs, 3 finals MVPs. And plus he should have, they should have been in the playoffs with Chris Paul. He would have probably won a couple more, but it is what it is. But they took Kobe away for a bubble chip and in-game tournament. You should have left us Wilt and Kobe. You should have took both 23s, the original 23 and the fake 23, and I stand by it. I'm out. Deezy.